Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night, but for now, let's get into the video.
So these are my Hinge non-negotiables when you first start dating. When I moved to New York, I was single and I was on Hinge, and after a lot of failed attempts, I finally got it right. But these are some of the rules that I followed. I feel like this is kind of obvious, so I don't know if I'm just saying things, but he obviously has to initiate plans ASAP. I'm not going to text you for a week for no reason. I don't know you. I don't want a pen pal. Like, say hi, introduce yourself, and make a plan. And the plan has to be a date. Like, I'm not watching a movie in your apartment. This is not college. Before we first meet, we're not talking. We're not texting a lot. Like, it's awkward if you're just texting all day with a person that you've never met, and then you finally meet them. I feel like it's going to be awkward. And what's there to talk about when you've already said everything under the sun before you even met?
I think I could have put up with the background noise more if she was saying something smart. Make plans for the date, sure, absolutely. But never text, never talk before the date so you'll have something to talk about during the date. Because you've said everything under the sun before the date. I guess all those people in long-term relationship for let's say 5-10 years already became mutes.
So apparently my list of negotiables are actually negotiable because I'm going on a date and it's Thursday. This is my first date since April. It's been a while, and if you've been following me, then you know how that last situation turned out.
I have no idea how that went and I could not care less. I also think you've meant to say your non-negotiables are actually negotiables. I could not care less about that part either if I'm honest, but I've noticed that the young lady from earlier also has some non-negotiables. It's just funny to me when with more years passing by, non-negotiables turn into negotiables.
I'm here to rant a little. If you are a girl who has been going through it in a single journey, you know what it's like to be asked, are you dating anyone? You don't want to settle down? You don't want to have kids? The other day, I was asked this question, and first of all, like when this happens, I'm like immediately triggered, but I've done so much therapy and I'm like, don't react, don't react, don't react, don't react. But it got me thinking the next day, and I was thinking about it, and I stopped for a second, and I was like, I bought a house when I was 25. I worked like in tech for 8 years. I've been written about in Rolling Stone, NBC. Why are we just equating women's worth to whether they are married, whether they have children? It is like, it's so frustrating to get older and that be like the only life milestone. The cicadas are just as activated and angry as I am. Anyway, please stop asking women. Like, I know you want to ask them and you have well-intended motives, but just don't ask them this question because I get so frustrating, and like we don't want to have to be defensive lawyers when this comes up. That's just my rant.
Moving away from TikTok back into the real life, that's not a daily event. You might have been asked that question a few times, 2, 3, 4, 5 times by your friends and your close family, but random strangers don't just walk up to you asking you why you're still single and why you don't have kids yet. No one really cares except for your friends and family members, and my guess is they care because they care about you. Those will be the same ones who care about you buying your house at 25. Random strangers on the street don't just open a bottle of champagne to celebrate the fact that you bought your house when you're 25. But since you've mentioned therapy, maybe you should work on those therapy sessions. Why it bothers you so much you've been asked that question. Having regrets about being single and not having kids could be one reason why you get so defensive.
Hi. Okay, I really need to say this because I don't understand it. I'm quite a logical person, and I don't think many other women will understand it either. First of all, has anyone been in a situation where you are talking to someone and it comes across or transpires that they've also spoken to a close acquaintance of yours too, or a best friend of yours? If so, and you've called them out on it, do they then come back saying, no, it's honestly nothing, it was just like reacting to a story on a DM, blah, 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 literally nothing. You then say you're going to follow up with said best friend about this because you will find out because they're your best friend at the end of the day. They're not going to lie to you. Shock horror, the guy's lying. You find out that he's been in the DMs asking her out many, many times and to no avail. Like, what? We're gonna find out out, guys. Girls are loyal. We're gonna find out.
You're not as loyal as you would like to think. I alone posted so many videos about friends trying to steal their girlfriend's boyfriend is unbelievable. You have a loyal friend, good for you, shout out to her. But just because you're dealing with some F-boy doesn't mean I care. It doesn't, why should I?
Some of the best dating advice that I've ever been given is to practice dating. The first Hinge date that I ever went on, I was so nervous. I could hardly eat at the dinner we went to because I was so nervous. All I wanted was to go home. I was just so nervous. Second Hinge date I went on, I was just as nervous. But the more I went on dates, the easier dating got. That's what I mean by practicing dating. Because like everything in life, you have to practice things to get better at them. I have a lot of fun on dates now. I like to view it as going and doing a fun activity, getting to know a new person, practicing flirting, practicing dating, and learning to talk to anybody. That's a skill that is useful in so many different parts of life. A lot of the guys that I've been on dates with, I still think they're really cool, and I really did have a fun time on the first date, even though I wasn't romantically interested. Instead of going into the date thinking this is going to be the best first date I've ever been on, which a lot of time leads to being disappointed, I like to go into a date just thinking I'm going to have fun and I'm going to practice dating. It's all about the mindset. Now go get on Hinge.
Absolutely not. Go on Hinge and meet one of you? Why in the world would I do that to myself? The whole point of dating is to find yourself a relationship, not become better at eating for free. Being able to socialize, yes, that's a skill. You learn that skills in your formative year and you keep practicing that skill. You don't need to go on dates to be able to talk to people. Getting better at dating or being good at dating means you are actually failing. You're failing at the goal for why you're going on dates in the first place, to find yourself a relationship. What you need to practice and get better at it is being in a relationship and being a good partner.
Here's my hot take on dating that's probably not that hot. It's probably actually a really cold take. But if you're someone that has high self-respect, you give yourself what you want, like if you want a sweet treat, you'll go get a sweet treat. If you want flowers on your nightstand, like you'll go get flowers for your nightstand. Like you don't need to wait for somebody to do that for you. If you want to go to a nice dinner, like you'll book the reservation yourself and ask a friend. Like if you are someone that has a lot of self-respect and has put in the work to love yourself, it's really hard to like be impressed by a man or whoever you're dating because you're like, I can just do it myself.
And I believe that works great for everyone involved. You keep loving yourself and you're not gonna destroy anyone else's life in the process. But just out of curiosity, how much self-respect do you have? You had to say it twice in a single video?
You need to be more delusional and stop with the if he wanted to, he would. If he wanted to, he would. And just accept the fact that you're scary and intimidating and he's scared that he's going to fumble or he's just thinks that you're better than him so he doesn't approach you because of that. Like, there have been so many situations where I'm like, no, like if he wanted to, he would. But then I remember who I am and then I'm like, wait, no, he totally wants to. He just knows that if he did, I probably won't like him. And we'll probably see that up close he's worse. So be more delusional and life will be better and stop being so negative towards yourself. It's unattractive and untrue.
But it is true if you're only being delusional. No, they did not approach you because they were scared or intimidated. They were not approaching you because you're you. You're still you even without being delusional.
I love Girl Brain because I'm going to a concert today and it's free because I bought tickets 6 months ago, so now that it's happening, it doesn't count. My bank account is so happy with me and I'm so good with money.
If you look carefully, you could have seen smoke coming out of her brain. Girls' math no longer cool for you? You had to make this about girls' brain? I mean, I would too if my brain failed me that hard.
Can I ask you what your big three are?
Technically, I was born as an Aquarius, but I don't like my birthday, so I changed my birthday. I figure, like, you can change so many things about you, so I changed my birthday. But I'm an Aquarius sun, I'm an Aries rising, and I'm a Pisces moon. But I guess, technically, with my new birthday, I would be a Leo sun.
And so you identify with a different birthday?
Yeah, I don't like my birthday. I just don't like it. It's a winter birthday. It sucks.
I'm into that.
But isn't that the age of Aquarius?
Something like that.
I mean, wouldn't you want to be an Aquarius? because this is the age of Aquarius?
I like being Aquarius. I just don't like my birthday. I feel like everything bad always happens to me on my birthday. So I was like, nah, I'm just going to actually celebrate my half birthday. So I just celebrate my half birthday now.
Well, today's my birthday.
Today might be your birthday.
It is now. I just
Okay.
changed it.
Sick.
It's my
Awesome.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank
How old are you?
Well, I'm the same age I was yesterday.
Oh, okay.
But still, it's my birthday.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, at this point, why not? People want to be called cats now, dogs, vultures, so why not an Aries instead of an Aquarius or something? It doesn't change the fact that you're cuckoo, but happy half of birthday to you.
Get really close, Victor.
If Victor gets any closer, that's gonna be illegal in most countries. But anyway, this is gonna be it for today. As always, I do hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I still appreciate you for making it this far. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.